What's good, boys? Today I'll just be talking about the 5 things you need to become successful in meme coins. These are going to be tips and every other thing that you need. I'm not going to be going too in depth into these subjects, as I have talked on a lot of them before, and it's also pretty easy to find out information on. But I'm definitely just going to give you an idea on what you need to start working on if you're not already, and starting up using tools, etc., and mindsets and whatnot. Also, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I've been busy with stuff outside of crypto. And obviously the volume's been picking up the last week, so I've been trading a lot more than I used to be. Hopefully this video actually teaches you something, and onto the video now. The first tip and the most important thing I think you need to be successful in crypto is a good group of friends, or just a good group to grind with. This is really important so you can just get alpha sent to you without having to do too much of your own research and finding your own coins. It also helps, more eyes on the chart. So if you're looking at one coin and another coin's mooning, someone can let you know. I think it's really important to be sitting in a VC when you're trading, as well as having people, with a message pulled up. Some really good examples of this: the Elite FNF. You can see here, they had Moo1. They can see it's consolidating, blah, blah, blah. You can see people's thesis, and you just post your thesis with your mates in your groups and whatnot. And, once you start cooking and you know what you're doing, people will start trusting you and sending you more important info. So yeah, just some more examples here. Grand FNF, all these people, all these groups here. I've already made a whole video on this, so if you do not know how to get into a group like this, I've also got my own Discord on it. So yeah, both of those things are shown in the last video, and the Discord link will be in the description if you want to join up. There's some really good people in there to just grind with, and there's also some free tools in there. So yeah, all these groups, they just scan. You can sit in VCs with them and whatnot. You want to be finding your own friend group and people that are about the same skill level as you or smarter, so you can keep on progressing with your trading journey and get free alpha. I think either the second or arguably the most important thing is actually a good trading bot to be fast in this space, because speed is everything in this game, especially when coins are bonding in under a minute. If you're just on Phantom or Bonkbot or any other bot, that you're just not going to make it. The only valid option is really bullx. Photon's okay. Photon's okay as well, but you need to be using a web UI bot. This is the one I personally use, and most people do use in the space. It's got the most features, and it also is the fastest in the space. You can also get a free airdrop for just trading on this bot right now, so it's a really good opportunity to abuse. I've already made a video basically showing this bot, and it's pretty easy to set up all the features and everything. But this is definitely the best bot. They do giveaways all the time. They do everything else. It's really good bot. They've got multi-wallet, a lot of other features as well. So yeah, if you're not using bullx or Photon, you're just not going to make it in the space, to be honest with you. As these people are getting in 5 seconds before you. They can see the chart, their positions. They can sell the second they do it. If you're using a Telegram bot or anything else, you're really just not going to make it. And your funds are also not safe. As you can recently see in the banana bot, I think it was, they had a scam. Basically, they rugged everyone who signed up with their bot, and they took all their funds. That's what one of the risks of having a Telegram bot. If it's a UI bot like this, like a website UI, it's much more safer, as everything's more encrypted than just on Telegram. If you do want to sign up for bullx and you haven't signed up already, I do have an access link in the description, as you need a link, a personal invite to sign up right now, as it's still in beta testing and invite only. It really is the best bot in the space though, so if you haven't signed up for this already, you must do it. Third most important thing in crypto is actually having really good tools to pair with bullx and pump vision and everything else you're looking at. There's already bubble maps on bullx, but that doesn't always show you the bigger picture, because there are ways to get around this, as well as a lot of other tools like wallet tracking. This is very important in the space. If you're not wallet tracking already, you're really just not going to make it in this space. All the big guys wallet track, and everyone else wallet tracks. Everyone that's really profitable in this space. It's really detrimental to see where the volume's going and where people buying that may be insiders and whatnot. If you don't know how to wallet track, I made a really good in-depth video on it before. I think it's my second video. It's called Make Millions Tracking Solana Insider Wallets. So if you don't know how to wallet track, go watch this video now. It should be in the top right corner. And yeah, the next tool I'll be talking about is Tweet Tracker. I've got this one in my Discord for free to the people that are really active. It just tracks a bunch of major people in the space, and people that may give important news that people might make a coin of. Billy M2K, he is the guy who actually discovered Doge. He recently tweeted his cat the other day, and it went up to about 1 million in market cap. There's also lots more, like, you know, Coles and whatnot. If they tweet a CA out, you can definitely catch it early before Twitter notifications come out. So if you do want this for free, the tool's called Tweet Catcher. If you do want it for free, I've got a cheap one in my Discord for free to everyone, and I've also got a faster one that's a free to people that actually grind and show, you know, support in the Discord and actually show some good plays. So yeah, that's definitely their top link in the description as well for the Discord. It's a really good place, really good place to find new people and also have the tools in there. Next tool I'm going to be talking about is CheckDex. This is a pretty simple tool. There's not too much to it. Basically just copy any CA and you can see if they've paid $300 for Dex Screener. As you can see here, they've paid it. It's really good because, you know, a lot of these people in Telegrams, they laugh nowadays and they lie about whether Dex Screener is paid or not. So it's really good to just double check and make sure it actually is paid and they're not just lying about it. As you know, there are also fake soul scan links and a lot more other stuff that you can do. So if this is shows up, it just means it 100% is paid. The site's just called checkdex.xyz and you just paste your CA in there. The next tool I'm going to be talking about is Jeet Screener. This is, you know, a bit of a newer tool. It's I haven't actually used it too much, but I have seen a lot of other people in the space using it, like, you know, DGen and a lot of these other guys checking their tokens. The most important thing, everything else here isn't that crazy, but you know what is really important? Like, a lot of sites, you know, have market cap, price change and whatnot. But what is important is the supply in Giga, Diamond Hands, and Diamond Hands. This basically shows how many tokens are held longer than 7 days by the people without selling, and also the distribution score. That's pretty helpful. You can definitely, if you look at this site a lot longer, you can definitely have a look at all these scores, and, you know, for more higher market cap plays, you can definitely see that what's happening with them. So if it's, you know, really low percent of Diamond Hands, it'll probably mean that if people start seeing red candles, they'll sell quite quickly and the price will actually just dump. So yeah, it's a pretty good site to just find further information. They've also got the Diamond Hands clubs and a lot more other things where there's a lot of Diamond Hands in it. Yeah, it's really just, you know, bullx doesn't show you this, Dex Screener doesn't show you this, like, you know, no other real site shows you this. Is really good for your conviction plays and whatnot, just to get a bit further info before you want to dump, you know, thousands of dollars into these plays. The fifth and final thing I'm going to be talking about is Cyrax Scanner. I did briefly talk about this in the other video. Unfortunately, now it is a freemium model, which means you can get 25 free scans every 7 days, and the subscription is 1 sol. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth the 1 sol, but it is definitely a good tool to use your 25 scans per week. Yeah, basically you can just see whether it's bundled or not on here without, you know, if the bubble maps doesn't show you on bullx, you can see if it's bundled here. So let's do this one for example. You can see bubble maps. It's clean on bubble maps. You can see there's no links. Let me open up my Telegram, copy the CA, post it in here. Let's see what it says. Token found. It says 2 tokens of the same website already exist, 10 buys, or 4.5% of it's bundled. So that's not too bad. But if it's definitely like, you know, 30, 40, 50%, you do just want to avoid these tokens. Anything more than, you know, 10 or 15%, they can dump on you quite easily. As you can see, type shit, this was 45% bundled, which is, I mean, 56% of the curve and 45% of total supply by 61 wallets. This one actually did, you know, dump on Radium because it was bundled so much, but obviously you just want to keep it in mind, as some of these bundled launches do still go, you know, if it gets influencer backing or whatnot. But I will be leaving this in the description as well. It's a really good tool to use your 25 free scams for the week. As I said, I'm not sure if the premium is going to be worth it yet, as I haven't really used it that much to be, you know, using more than 25 a week. So yeah, but definitely use your free model and it should be good. Another thing I forgot to mention is you can actually use this website called CoinStats. This is a really good website. You can actually add it as a widget on your iPhone or a lot of other things. Yeah, it helps you track your portfolio in one space. You don't need to let them use access to your Phantom wallet or anything. All you need to do is just send your wallet address to them, and they'll just track it for you, and they can track your portfolio even if you have multiple wallets. That's what I do personally, as I have, you know, 5-10 wallets. I put it all in here and it tracks it all for me. The Solana worth as well as the tokens combined, you know, how much profit I'm doing, and a lot of other things. You can also, you know, as I said, add it to your widget on your phone, or just the Solana prices in general as a widget. It's really helpful tool just to track your progress and make sure you actually are profiting in the space, and not after fees you're losing or something like that. One of the most overlooked things in crypto, especially when you're starting or you're losing a lot, is having a trading journal, so you can actually see where you're going wrong and actually work upon that and fix that yourself. So this is one example you can do in just in Notion. This is just an example one. This kind of looks similar to my one. It's just an example trading journal. Starting stats. Just write whatever you want to work on at the start. Maybe your Twitter followers, your portfolio. Maybe you've got a Discord. Maybe Telegram. Whatever. Just write whatever you've got here and the numbers, just so you can track it quite easily. And then you want to do this daily, ideally, or you can do it weekly. And you just write the date here and then day one, or whatnot. And you just write what happened today, what trades you took, and just write as much detail as you can about the trades, what you think went right, what you think went wrong. And then at the end of the day, you want to do a tips for the day plus ending portfolio. So you want to say here, if I did all this, maybe I G'd some bags, I'm going to say work on a proper profit taking strategy, and also leaving a moon bag and controlling my emotions. Maybe that I would write that if obviously I G'd a few bags today. Another example you could be doing is an Excel. I don't do this personally, as I think it's too much effort, but don't really have time for it, especially if you're scalping shitters. But you can just do some of the most important trades. Same with this. You don't want to be putting every trade on here if you're taking 20, 50 a day. Maybe just the ones where you make more profit than usual or a bigger loss than usual. So you can just put your ticker here, entry, sell, everything else here, and profit, date and time, and then the reasoning. This is the most important bit, so you can see each trade, what the reasoning behind it, and whether it paid off or not, as well as a running balance. You can just do this by equals sum, and then you type in your starting balance and then drag down here, and it'll automatically do it for you. So say I made another 2 profit, that should change on the side here. Not sure why it hasn't, but I think it'll change once I do the rest of the things, but you know what I mean. This is probably not as good as the other method. I think this method's much better, as you can just write more in detail about the big trades. But this one, if you're more of a stats person and you just like to look at it like this, you can definitely do this on Google Sheets, Excel, or any of those different softwares. I do think this is probably the best thing to do when you're starting out. Just track every single trade when you're starting out, and when you get more into it, you can just start tracking a little bit less trades, a little bit less trades, and eventually only track the big trades where you make 10 Solana or whatnot, or lose a lot more. Last and by far the most underrated thing on this list is actually having a good mindset. This is what a lot of more experienced traders actually struggle with, as there's not just one tip that can help everyone and just fix their mindset straight away. But these are some tips that I've been taking, and that's pretty good if you want to fix up your mindset and not get angry when you're trading. You're going to be taking breaks on long streaks, or when you've been on for ages, like long losing streaks, as you're more likely to revenge trade, and your train of thought is not going to be clear. I've seen a lot of people lose their whole portfolio or most of their portfolio in just a weekend just by revenge trading. This means when you take a loss, you're trying to get that loss back, so you just keep on trading, and you lose a lot more than you should have before. Another good tip is, if you feel yourself cheating too much, you're aping too much. It's something a lot of beginners struggle with, so just increase your size over time as you increase your bankroll. Even if this is pennies, when you start trading for the first couple of weeks, you're learning a skill not to make money. So a lot of beginners got to get this in their head, that they're not going to make thousands of dollars the first day they do this. They're learning a skill for the first few weeks that they're trading, and it is like any other skill, and you want to manage your risk as much as possible. As when you start, like if you're a boxer, you don't want to fight or spar anyone the first day. You want to be learning the skills, and not going too hard to make sure you don't get injured, because obviously taking a big hit on your first day, you're not going to be motivated to come back. Failures are a part of the process though, but you do want to minimize them. So yeah, I think mindset is definitely one of the most important things. As I said, there's nothing really you can do to just master this straight away. So it's just definitely something you just have to keep subconscious, and you definitely want to be taking breaks on long losing streaks. I've personally, when I started out, I lost a lot of my money in like a week, or not even a week, a few days of just revenge trading, and being attached to a wallet amount, and a few other things. It's just really not good to do. So you definitely want to control your emotions when you're trading, and just trade emotionless basically. So when it goes up, you have an area where you're gonna start taking profit, and an area where you're gonna cut it. And if it doesn't hit those areas, nothing happens, bro. Like it's not that deep. Like if you're trading with too much that you feel you have to be emotional about it, you're trading with too much, and you really have to scale your size down. So yeah, I think that's about it for mindset, but I definitely is one of the most underrated things on this list. I think that about wraps it up for the video. I know I've touched on a lot of these things before, but I did think there was just a bit more I could expand on the trading journal and the mindset. So yeah, if you did learn anything from this video, or just anything in general, and you really do appreciate my channel, don't forget to show some love to my YouTube, and also all the links in the link tree. As I don't make any money from this at all, as I'm not monetized or anything. So I'm just doing this out of love and just as a tip. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to show some love to my YouTube and my Twitter, and also join the Discord. I'll be doing a giveaway there quite soon, just for Discord members. So if you're not in the Discord already, it's going to be the top link in the description. Yeah, I'll be quite active in there, posting some of my plays. And yeah, I've also got a trading journal section in there, which acts like a Telegram channel for me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.